Stocks take a dive during coronavirus outbreak. We have the latest on health concerns from right here in Kern County. And we have information on an event cancellation at CSUB. This is 17 News at noon.
Welcome to 17 News at noon. I'm Nicole Gitsky. Well, following breaking news out of Wall Street, stocks free falling today as concerns over the coronavirus continue in an all-out oil price war. The Dow plummeted more than 2,200 points earlier this morning. The S&P 500 also fell 7%, one of the steepest declines in history. Because of the significant decline, the New York Stock Exchange halted trading minutes after the opening bell. Trading stopped for 15 minutes. Well, meantime, in your oil prices, West Texas Intermediate sits at $31.28 a barrel. Also, Midway Sunset is sitting at $40.53 a barrel. Well, now the latest on the coronavirus. There are still no confirmed cases in Kern County. Over the weekend, 3 new cases of COVID-19 were determined in the Central Valley. Well, here locally, 9 people are being tested. As of right now, Kern Public Health has received 3 negative results and have 6 pending, along with 3 people that are currently being monitored.
There is no known transmission of COVID-19 in our community at this time. We are preparing. Let your public health officials do that job right now, but go about your daily lives. This is a time to be alert and aware, and we are committed to keeping you and our residents informed on a daily basis if your actions need to change. But as of right now, they do not.
And right now, this cruise ship, well, it is being docked. There's at least 21 people aboard infected with coronavirus, and they're set to dock momentarily in Oakland. You're looking at the live look at the Grand Princess as it prepares to dock at the Port Oakland. The ship has been out at sea since last week, barred from docking anywhere. Well, over the weekend, government officials worked out a plan to bring the cruise ship to a port and allow the 3,500 passengers to disembark. California residents on the ship will be sent to a federally operated facility here in the state for testing and isolation, and any non-California residents will be taken to federal facilities in other states. The crew will be quarantined and treated on board the ship. Well, as fears for the outbreak of coronavirus rise, so is the consumption of many essential items we use in our daily lives. Take a look at these pictures showing empty shelves at local stores. Water bottles, toilet paper, disinfecting wipes, and hand sanitizers are among those items that are low in stock or no longer available in many stores around Kern County. Stores including Target, Costco, Foods Co., Walmart, and Sam's Club have confirmed significant shortages on these products, a reality that has many local shoppers worried about where to buy them.
They should have like backup stock, of stuff like that, of water bottles and stuff like this, because now that means I got to go to food store, and who knows, they may be out of it too.
To avoid running out of stock for these items, stores like Costco and Foods Co. have confirmed they are limiting the purchase of these goods per family. They say they have more items on the way, but do not have a date on when these will be back in stock. And an author visit to Cal State Bakersfield this month has been postponed due to the coronavirus. According to the university, Paige Lambert, author of the nonfiction books In Search of Kinship and Shifting Stars, was set to speak to students on March 26 and read from her works as part of a free creative writing workshop on campus. The event was supposed to be part of CSUB's Writer in Residence program. The university said a new date for the workshop will be announced in the near future. Well, a man is dead after being hit by a car in southeast Bakersfield this morning. This all happened on Union Avenue near 3rd Street around 5:30 a.m. Bakersfield police officers say that's where a man was walking across the street when he was hit and killed. The woman who crashed into the man stayed on scene. Officers say drugs or alcohol do not seem to be a factor. Police said they are still in process of interviewing the woman. The man's identity has not been released. Well, tragedy struck Porterville last month when flames ripped through the city's only library, killing 2 firefighters and destroying thousands of books. So in an effort to help the community heal, local firefighters are collecting books. City and county fire departments are teaming up with Honor Flight Kern County for the book drive after last week's successful breakfast benefiting the families of the 2 firefighters who died in that fire. The agencies are hoping for another great turnout. The drive is located at Fire Station 1 on 21st and 8th Streets in downtown Bakersfield. All donations are welcome. Well, now for a quick look at our weather, let's send things over to Kevin Schredt. Kevin?
Well, we've got the clouds out there. We talked this morning. That's how it will all start. And then the rain will move in late tonight. This afternoon, maybe on the extreme western edges of Kern County, but everybody else will remain dry for the time being. And you can see a little bit of moisture just west of the Kern County line right now. But again, the bulk of this still offshore along the central coast. 59 degrees in Bakersfield right now under a calm wind. And as we take a look at the temperatures this afternoon, we'll be rising into the upper 60s before we slip back into the 50s by midnight. Into the mountains to Hatchby, you're at 50 right now. You have an easterly wind at 8 miles per hour. This is not going to be a wind event necessarily, but it will definitely be a rain event. And you can see this afternoon temperatures in the mid-50s before back into the 40s tonight. We'll talk more about the timing of this rain coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Kevin. Well, a fire broke out overnight in East Bakersfield. The fire started around 2:20 this morning. Bakersfield Fire and Kern County Fire responded to the house fire on Gage Street. No one was inside the house at the time of the fire, which firefighters say is known to be vacant. Firefighters got to the flames under control less than an hour later. An investigation is into what started that fire is still ongoing. And Cherry Berry Quilts is back open after a fire destroyed it back in August. You might remember the store was located on Ming Avenue near Ash Road. The fire was caused by an electrical issue in Cherry Berry's attic. At the time, it took crews about 3 hours to put out the fire. 2 other businesses, Organic Nails and Spa and Hair Sharpeners, were also destroyed. Now, months later, the store is set to reopen today. Well, BPD has rescued 2 people from a fiery crash yesterday in downtown Bakersfield. You're looking at photos of the scene sent in by one of our viewers. Bakersfield police say 21-year-old Kevin Aranda was under the influence and driving east on 24th Street and went off the road, hitting a barrier near Myrtle Street. The truck caught fire. Aranda was able to get out, but officers had to rescue 2 passengers who got trapped inside. Both passengers suffered moderate injuries. Aranda was arrested on suspicion of felony DUI causing injury. And BPD conducted a checkpoint in the 300 block of East Tuxton Avenue over the weekend. 2 people were arrested on suspicion of DUI. One person was arrested for possession of a stolen vehicle, and another was arrested for a previous hit-and-run crash. 28 drivers were cited for driving without a license, and 19 others were cited for driving with a suspended license. Well, low blood pressure may be more dangerous for older adults. Why is it affecting seniors? Plus, your emotional health could be a bigger player when it comes to your health than physical. Your 17th Health Watch is right after the break. In our 17 Health Watch, we hear a lot about the health risks of high blood pressure, but a new study reveals low blood pressure may also be dangerous in older adults. Researchers in the UK looked at data from over 400,000 people over the age of 75. They found seniors with blood pressure below 130 over 80 had higher mortality rates than those with normal levels. The effect was especially pronounced in frail patients. However, experts say people should not stop taking blood pressure medications unless directed by their doctor. And can your heart truly be physically healthy if it's not emotionally healthy? Haley Pilot talks to a psychologist who says no.
Angelo Domingo says when he and other psychologists talk about heart health, they don't talk about cholesterol or blockages.
We talk about stress and chronic stress.
He says chronic stress doesn't just take a toll on our emotions, it actually changes our chemical makeup.
Causes hormonal changes, all of which affect the heart in a really negative way.
Domingo says chronic stressors include sitting in traffic or having a hard day at work.
Constantly on edge in that moment. And our bodies don't understand modern day stress. Our bodies don't understand work stress. Our bodies don't understand traffic. What our bodies do understand is danger.
When we get stressed, he says blood flow is actually steered away from our brains.
So we can't think clearly anymore. Our heart rate goes up. Our blood pressure goes up. We start to sweat. Blood flow pulls into our muscles. Our breathing rate becomes more rapid.
The good news, he says, is we can use tools to control our stress and anxiety.
Smell the roses and blow out the candles. Your blood pressure will go down. You'll stop sweating.
He says heart health goes so far beyond diet and exercise, but we have to be willing to put in the emotional work to get there.
There is no shame in asking for help.
And a new study is shedding light when may be the best time to deliver twins. Scottish researchers looked at data from over 43,000 twins born there. Barring medical complications, twins who were delivered before 37 weeks were found to have a higher risk of dying around the time of birth. They were also at a higher risk for special education needs at school. Well, we may see some rain soon. Let's take things back over to Kevin.
And taking you outside, and we've got the clouds, but overall, a nice start to the afternoon. We've seen some mild temperatures. We're in the upper 50s, and you can see the clouds drifting in from the south. There's a little bit moisture to the extreme west. I don't expect any rain for Kern County until late tonight, after 11 o'clock, and then as we head into Tuesday morning, we'll start to see some of that moisture drift in from the south. As you can see here, we've seen a little bit along the coastline, but not much. The main part of the low is still off to the west of us, but as it gets closer, it will wrap that moisture from the south and bring it north into Kern County. So Los Angeles, Southern California, and Kern County are under the gun to see most amount of rain. And as we take a look at the numbers for today, 58 in Sacramento, 68 in Fresno, and we'll look for lower 70s down to the south. So a nice day on the temperatures for Los Angeles and also San Diego. Vegas will be right near 65 this afternoon. The beaches, mostly cloudy, and we will see the rain chance throughout the day. About an 80% chance out of Morro Bay, and temperatures in the lower 60s. So here's a look at the low off our shore. And again, it will move south and east by tonight. As it does that, we'll get that deeper moisture making its way into Southern California and also into Kern County. And it's going to be around Tuesday, Wednesday, and lingering into Thursday. We need the rain. Take a look at March. We only picked up a trace, and that was early yesterday morning. We are down 0.3 of an inch, and for the water year, we're down over 1 3/4 inches. So we need this storm to pack a pretty good punch into Kern County. Here's a look at our futurecast model. Put it into motion, and you can see that moisture just wraps around from south to north, and then by late Thursday, it starts to push off to the east, and we'll start the drying out period heading into our Friday and into our Saturday with a little bit of ridging. How much rain? Still sticking to between 1/4 and 1/2 inch for Bakersfield, areas to the north near Delano, possibly 1/2 to 1 inch in Lost Hills and Buttonwillow, and I think we'll get some heavy rain over the Grapevine near Frazier Park, where we could pick up 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and then out in the desert, we could also be picking up a good amount of rain between 1 inch and 1/2 inch and 1 inch there as well. So much needed rain for sure heading to California. On the national front, we are tracking a little bit of weather this afternoon through parts of Missouri, moving into the northern parts of Illinois. This front will continue to push east by tonight, be affecting areas into Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And temperatures today, a little bit cool out of Bismarck with 34 along with Minneapolis. A mild day from Chicago into St. Louis, Oklahoma City in the lower 70s, and mid-70s out in Miami. Here at home, air quality is good with an AQI at 46, and we'll call for mostly cloudy skies today. 69 in Bakersfield, 68 in Buttonwillow, 64 out in Maricopa. For the mountains in the Kern River Valley, mostly cloudy skies for you as well. A high of 55 in Frazier Park, 56 in Tehachapi with 60s into the Kern River Valley. Lake Isabel at 64 today, and the desert will look for mostly cloudy skies, 64 in Mojave. Your extended forecast. There you have the chance of rain and even a chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow into Wednesday. We'll see a few showers linger in Thursday, dry Friday, Saturday, and another storm could be brewing and arrive on Sunday for the mountains. There you go, a chance of a thunderstorm in there for you Tuesday and Wednesday, and drying you out Friday, Saturday. More rain could be on the way on Sunday. And the Kern River Valley, same situation for you, and temperatures remaining into the 60s. So it looks like a wet Tuesday, Wednesday around Kern County.
It does. I was going to say it's been so dry here lately. That's going to be nice to have a little rain.
We need the rain, and if you're headed out of town tomorrow into Southern California, expect heavy rain there as well.
Ooh, yeah, scary. You're going over the Grapevine.
Exactly.
Thank you for that, Kevin. Yep. Well, the coronavirus is having an impact on Costco, and it's not a negative one. The retail company is profiting in big ways. Your 17 Business Watch is right after the break.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Back now in your 17 Business Watch, checking stocks. The Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 are all down dramatically today. Well, tax season is underway, and many Americans are paying to file their taxes online when they don't have to. NBC's Vicki Wen reports on how to tell the difference between the IRS Free File program and a site that might hit you with surprise fees.
Free. From TurboTax to H&R Block, major online tax preparation companies advertise filing for free.
That's right. TurboTax Free is free. Free, 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 free.
So why are people like this still paying?
I thought it was going to be free, but I ended up paying $120.
It made me feel like it was a waste of time and was a scam.
I honestly didn't know it was going to cost anything until I got to the very end.
$40 for federal, $40 for state, so $80 total.
Search for free tax filing and you'll see links to products that say they're free. I tried one of them. This is a familiar scenario for many American taxpayers. You start with the free edition of a tax program. Here I'm using TurboTax, and it says right there, free guaranteed. But watch what happens as I add student loan interest and secondary income. It prompts me to pay $60.
The tax prep industry has done somersaults to trick taxpayers into paying for their paid services when they're eligible for free ones.
Senator Ron Wyden from Oregon has fought the tax prep lobby, accusing companies of keeping consumers in the dark about this, the IRS Free File program. It's an agreement between the government and tax preparation companies to let people who make $69,000 or less file for free, no strings attached.
Make sure you check out the option of Free File. Too many people, millions, are being tricked.
A government audit in 2019 estimates more than 14 million people eligible for Free File may have paid to file their taxes, an estimated $1 billion they could have kept. Eligible taxpayers who go directly to irs.gov/freefile and click here will not be charged. But if you go onto that same company's commercial site, the program advertised as free can sometimes add on charges. Each company has two different versions. And check it out. This is the TurboTax homepage. Remember the one I showed you earlier? Here's what it looks like when I go through the IRS Free File site. And the same for another major company, H&R Block. This is the homepage. This is what it looks like when you go through the IRS Free File site. H&R Block tells NBC News they have helped millions of Americans file their returns for free and that they saw an 8% increase in users who opted to Free File in 2019. TurboTax said their pricing is transparent, and any assertion that they don't support free tax preparation is false, adding that 13 million taxpayers filed for free using their services last year, 1.2 million of whom used their IRS Free File service. TurboTax also said they go above and beyond their commitment to the IRS by actively promoting Free File through social media and a $2 million ad campaign.
I just can't believe that that information that I don't have to pay is not more readily available.
Bottom line, if you make $69,000 or less, go to irs.gov/freefile to file your taxes for free. Vicki Nguyen, NBC News.
Well, Costco is seeing stronger than expected sales due in part to the coronavirus. Consumers are stocking up at its stores to prepare for a more widespread outbreak of the virus. Costco says the impact from the coronavirus boosted its monthly same-store sales for February by 3%. The company telling analysts that it's been receiving deliveries daily and in some cases is placing limits on how much customers can purchase. And Target is adding fresh food samples and alcohol to same-day services at hundreds of its stores this year. That means along with paper towels and bags of chips, customers can pick up a gallon of milk, a bunch of bananas, or a six-pack without getting out of the car. It will start testing fresh food pickup and drive up in the Twin Cities in late March and then add it to Texas and Florida stores. The company said it will expand the fresh food service to nearly half of its stores by the holiday season. Same-day services have played a significant role in the retailer's growth. Well, if you're looking for a job, you're in luck. JobFest is holding an event right here in Bakersfield. We'll have all the details for you when we return. 17 on set. Joining me this afternoon are Frank and Josh, and they're here to talk about Wednesday's Job Fest in downtown Bakersfield. Can you tell us about what you guys can expect from the day?
So we're expecting a very exciting day with so many jobs. It is the biggest event of the year in Bakersfield, so it will be Wednesday, March 11th, and we are really excited about all the employers that are going to be there.
And then what kind of employers will be there?
We have everything, every industry you can think of. We have medical professionals, we have warehousing positions, we have maintenance positions. If you can think about it, we have it there with over 150 employers offering 3,500 positions. There's there's a job there for you that day. So I know I can say one company at Starbucks, I know last year they hired 26 people on the spot. So we're actually going to have a bell on stage that when you get hired, you run up there and you get to ring that bell and everybody cheers for you. So it's an amazing event.
So I know this year it's kind of big. You guys have Amazon coming. How did you guys even get that to work out?
So Amazon is going to be opening, right there off of Merle Haggard Drive. And so basically they're going to be using our event to give information about their opening. They're going to be secret about when they're actually going to open up those hiring opportunities. But this is a great way to find out, what are the positions? What can you expect with Amazon and also the application process. So we have that all set up for them.
That's amazing. And then how many employers will be here at this event?
150 employers. And one thing about our event that separates us from the others is they have to have open jobs they can hire for now. So they're not looking to build their resume stack for next summer or anything. It's today they have jobs. On Wednesday you can leave with that job. So we recommend you get there early. Get there. Our doors open at 7. They close at 8 again for our special workshop where we're actually going to bring Amazon on stage as well and ask some of the questions the job seekers have been asking us. And then at 9 o'clock the doors open. Get there fast because you want to get that job before another job seeker does. So.
Oh, what a great opportunity. Well, if you're looking for a job, that is the best place to be because you can get hired on the spot. Well, thank you both for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much. We appreciate being here.
Of course. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Finally at noon, a Louisiana driver was riding around with his license plate that, hadn't been renewed since the year I graduated, 1997.
Louisiana drivers are supposed to renew their tags every 2 years. Slidell police said when an officer recently stopped that driver for his expired tag, he told the officer he's been busy and totally forgot for 23 years. The driver apologized and told the officer he would take care of it as soon as he got home. Well, no word whether the driver got a ticket or got off with a warning.
Might take him another 23 years to get home, but we'll see what happens.
I love how honest he is, though.
Well, I don't know if that's honesty. You were too busy? 23 years? I don't think anybody's
Maybe
that busy.
For you,
Yeah, get it done.
I don't know. Well, thanks for tuning in to 17 News at noon. We'll see you back here at 17 News at 5.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app. In the spirit of the Golden Empire, 17 News.